Generic greetings and welcome to Liquor Store Simulator. Today's beverage is a very fiery ginger beer. So welcome to Liquor Store Simulator. This is another in the store simulator genre. I say that maybe in perhaps a derogatory tone, but I don't mean it to be so. What I'm trying to convey is that we've seen these sort of mechanics before. You have to staff the checkout, you have to get in some different products and manage what you can sell and the pricing and upgrade the store and expand your range, etc. And I think a lot of the draw for these games is that it's fairly chill as a rule, and also the theme. So this is obviously liquor store, beverages, etc., fairly on brand. However, ironically somewhat, I've only just got some blonde beers and dark beers. The rest of the time I've been selling sparkling water, and basically crisps. So yeah, or you can also get some like draft beers, I think, here as well. Anyway, what we're going to do is open the store and have a couple of in-game days and see what it has to offer. It's fairly chill as a rule, and if we go to the back shop here, we can sit down at the desk and you can see the sort of things that you can order. So water, sparkling water, Coke, you've got the amount of pieces that they come in and that sort of thing. Got different snacks as well, beers, and then wines, which is one of the goals for this video. I want to get in some wine racks and then get in some some of this, because it's basically a sort of hole that we need to fill. There's also some spirits. That thing there indicates someone is at the checkout, so I'll have to go for that in a moment. Although I think people basically wait infinitely, so yeah, that's a thing. You can also get some upgrades, which you can see on the top right. We have 34.4 generic currency, and I'm rank 8. And as you progress on, you get different upgrade points, and you can go for extra size of the store, warehouse, draft beers, hiring staff. The game seems to be gated behind the money rather than the upgrades. I don't know if that's a balance issue or rather that's something intended, but there you go. Either way, I've only got basically wine rank 1, and then I need to get like spirits and snacks, and there's loads of stuff to upgrade. You can alter your prices and customization of the store, like you can change the name, you can change the flooring type. I would like to change the floor, but again, it's sort of, money's hard to come by, so yes, that's it. Oh, okay, so we've got some customers here, so I'm going to get on the checkout and we will sell them this. Now, you don't have to, like a lot of the contemporaries, type in the amount of money, so yeah, you don't have to just type it in, you just click on the items. However, what you do have to do is check their ID, so I'm looking at their picture, and that sort of matches up, and their date of birth, and I'm checking that with the top right, which is in the future. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll sell that, and let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, you do get to basically find if you don't manage the the sort of ID checking correctly, you will get fined. I think it's 100 generic currency for every one that's wrong, and that could be either because the ID is wrong because of the sort of age, or because it's like fake. So sometimes, like this person here, they might present an ID, but the person is like a grey-haired old man or something like that. And if you say, yeah, that's fine, obviously you're gonna get fined for that one. So you have to be aware. I think I've been mainly caught out by the date of birth, so that looks correct to be, yeah, that looks correct. And I think the age for this game is you have to be 21, and that is correct as well. So money is going up, which is good. I'm just going to get off that. There's a sort of side office here. I don't know if this serves any practical purpose, but yeah, it exists. Over to here then, and order supplies and equipment. I want to get a wine rack, and that is 250 generic units of currency. You can't customize the color of it or anything like that. It's just as is, but you've got things like box shelf, coolers, metal racks, etc. I've got a couple of those in the shop. Let me just go here and sell wine. Was that sparkling wine? No, water, sparkling water, and some crisps. Emmett Crystal, this person is, and ironically, they're all wearing the same clothes in the ID that they're wearing when they turn up. That's 86, so they're fine. That person is 2000. That's Ethel D. And what's that? Pal Dark Lager is sold out. Okay, yeah. Sometimes they come in and ask for products that you don't sell or haven't got in stock. That person just wants some crisps, so off they go. And this person is all okay, although it looks like they've been in an industrial accident. Let me just sell that product to them there, and good job. Okay, so we've got in some dark beers and some blonde beers. We've got some sparkling water, some potato chips crisps. There's corn chips and some Candy Frost. Let me just open this up here, and I'm going to go and put that on there, and then put that back. What I do like is that there's a lot of snapping in the game, so you can get things lined up very easily. Let me just sell some crisps to that person there. And someone else is coming on that, for whatever reason, just reminds me of a Vulcan. Okay. That person is all... I was going to say okay, but I don't know if I'm free to make that judgment, but they are certainly with a valid ID as far as I can tell. There is a day-night cycle in the game. It goes from 9 till 9. The countdown doesn't start ticking until you open the store, and you can open and close it as you wish. This is the world here, which is, as far as I can tell, a bit like the Truman Show. You basically can't leave, and you just have to sort of... You can run around it all you want, and yeah, people will spawn in through the different doors and such, so basically they leave their house, they come to the liquor store, they buy things, and then they go back home to consume. Over and around, let's see. Also, we've heard that little ding there to indicate that someone is at the register, so we'll get on that and sell them that, and sell them all of that, which is good. Currently rank 9 are shown on the top right, and we've got 144.9 generic units of currency. It's currently the 13th of May 2025. I think the game starts counting the day you load it up, so, and then every day that you play goes from there. This person's ID is, well, that doesn't really match up, does it? So we're going to right click and say no. You notice they say, but you can still sell them product. They don't seem to kick off or anything like that. They're not gonna scream and shout. They just sort of have a little moan, a little bit of a back chat sometimes, and then you can sell them the rest of the product, and then the thing you confiscate from them goes in this basket, and then you can place that back on the shelf. And let's see, so this person, Veronica Howard, born in the 2nd of November 84, and that's all legit. Let me just sell all of them here, and just a cursory glance, and oh, actually, wait, is that the face is correct? What trips me up is the calculations. 2004, yes, that's fine. Yeah, like I say, it's the calculation. I would not do very well in retail having to check ID, put it that way. It's yeah, bit of a gap in my psyche there. Let me just put that in there. What isn't a gap? And let's go ahead and see how we're doing for stock. Potato chips, we could probably get the rest of this gone. And once you've got the empty box, again, standard procedure, you just have to put that in the bin. And the person just stands there with their arm out all like that. That's Randy Lindsay, and they're all legit. You can see they only get one beer and then lots of snacks, so there's no person coming in and absolutely clearing the cooler of everything. At least it hasn't happened yet. We're coming close to the end of the day. We're currently at 20:51, and like I say, the game will stop at 9, so now, and there you go. So client served is 21, incorrectly verified documents is 0, plus 159.5 generic units of currency, shows you all the costs and things like advertising and assistant. We haven't got any of that at this stage. I've played maybe an hour and a half of the game, and I've still yet to get like any sort of checkout assistant or anything like that. So where do I need to restock? Well, the water's going down in both types. The crisps are going down, and probably the beers could use with a restock. So let's do that. So order supplies, and I'm going to go to soft drinks. I'm going to get 2 of each water. Snacks, we're going to get the crisps here. Corn chips, it's 20p, so that's fine. Beer, we're going to go 1, 2. And I would like the lager. I would like to get in that, but yeah, I don't think I can. Well, I can, but I just need somewhere to put it. So this is going to be 144 generic units of currency. Shipping is 7, so that's now ordered. And then what happens is this truck comes along and completely backs the road up if there was actually any sort of traffic system, but there isn't, so we're lucky on that front. So I'm just going to click and hold and just fill all of this, and then this just goes in the warehouse. Obviously, if you have a quite large warehouse, you probably want to, you don't get many, you only get I think six bottles in this, which is why I ordered a couple of boxes. Even then I'm still not going to fill the shelves. There you go, but that's okay. Yeah, if you've got quite a large inventory, then obviously you probably want to sort through the stock that you have and put them in some semblance of order, but then you can hire assistants to pretty much deal with it as well. So yeah, there we are. Anyway, we're just going to get all of this, and that is the, was it blonde beer, and I'm just going to fill the shelves. shelves. You can see there's beer crates here, but yeah, that's now empty. And then this one finally, and then what happens is I believe the truck will basically go its own way. And let's just put all of these on, and that's now done, and there you go. As I said, the time doesn't start counting until you open the store, so you have as much time as you need in the morning to restock. You can't do it at night because obviously it's an auto end, but yeah, there you go. This is now full. These are those are those, so we don't need to do anything there. That's fine. This obviously is our storeroom. I've hardly touched it really because we've got enough sort of frontage on the store to sell everything that we need to. You can expand the store, but again, I haven't done that. Let me just double check the ID on this person here. That seems legit, and there you go. I might incorrectly sort of check the ID on purpose or probably not on purpose. We'll see over the course of the video there. That's legit, and sell them the product. Yeah, just to see what happens and show you what the procedure is for that one. And there you go, lots of water, hydration needed, and off they go. In terms of this bit here, I think I mentioned this is where you get the draft beer, and I don't know if there's a mini game to play with it, but yeah, you get basically where you put the kegs in this little office here, but that's an unlock that I have yet to get. Let me just double check to see where that would be. It's not going to be in the order supplies, is it? There's the staffing there, and it says blocked because you have to actually unlock that as well. Yeah, I would actually like to probably do that, but the store is not really sort of the size it needs to be, really. There's the social media advertising and increase customer bonus. It's 15 days. Total cost is 375. I can't purchase it because, well, I ain't got that money. Actually, I thought you'd only pay 25 and then go over 10 days, but a 10% bonus is not a huge amount. Where was I going to go? Upgrades, yes. So in order to get staff, it would be 1,000 generic units of currency, and as I'm only making about 150 per day, that's going to take quite a while. But selling just water is, yeah, it's not gonna net you any massive amounts of money, is it? And there you go, not here anyway. That's Aaron Franklin, and that all looks legit, and there they go. So 136.9 generic units of currency. We'll, like I said, be trying to get in the wine rack, and it'll just go here. You can pick up these up, and pick these up, should I say, and just shift them about. And as I said, there is snapping, which is really handy. I do like that feature, just so everything lines up quite nicely. So again, yeah, that's all good. This sort of this vehicle here has been sitting here since I started the game. I don't know if like we're under surveillance or something, but it looks like it probably should be one of those vehicles. And as I said, they just stand with their hand out there. Let me just double check their ID. That is Dale Brett, and their date of birth is the 7th 11th 07. So I believe they are underage. Ah, yes, you are, yeah, noticed indeed, and that's fine. Let me just sell them that, and that's no ID to check there. So yeah, that's all good. And another customer coming up, and ID is, that's Rick Martin. That's all good. Wearing the same clothes, are we? Thought so. It just how it is. Let me pick up the basket, and I'll return the beers here. There you go. Obviously, as you expand the store, get more product and such, you're going to have more customers, so you're going to need eventually, I assume, to hire some staff or get, I think I'm sure there's a self-serve checkout, which I don't know how that works for liquor store. Yeah, let's have a quick look. Yeah, self-checkout allows customers to purchase self-checkout counters. Sorry, allow customers. Why did I add customers? Allows to purchase self-checkout counters, which I'm guessing customers then can use. But you know, if you see, at least in the UK, if you try to get something like you know, that requires an ID check, it'll be like approval needed, and then you have to wait for the person to come in about 6 weeks' time, in which case whatever you were trying to buy is expired. John Edwards, that is a legit ID as far as I can tell, although to be fair, we're probably not paid enough to care. Anyway, let's see how we get on. A lot of these games have sort of bills and stuff. You don't seem to have this in this one. 1984, Mark James, yeah, there you go. Enjoy the beers. And Jonathan Barker, enjoy the beers, or beer. And this is Adam Thomas, and again, enjoy the beers and enjoy the crisps. Obviously, you want to get as much salty things as possible to make sure people start get thirsty, so they then, you know, want to get hydration in the form of alcohol in this case. Actually, no, to be fair, we sell more water than anything else, so yeah. That's a thing. It's when the person comes in getting another 3 liters of vodka from a plastic bottle is when we, when we start to have to be worried anyway. Let's see, this is Betty Washington, and okay, sell them all that product, that's fine. And got another couple of customers coming in here. And what do you want? Just a bottle of water, is it? Yes, okay. Doesn't seem to be a basket system or anything like that. Or I was going to say baskets of trolleys. I'm trying to think of a game in this genre that actually has that. I know some games that like some person will pick something up and it immediately goes into a basket that just appears on their arm or that they're carrying. But there's not a bit where they'll come in, grab it, and then grab a basket and then sort of go around. Although I think is it Big Ambitions? There's a couple of games that are more. I was going to say RTS, but more tycoon games than the simulator, like shop simulator games that have that. Anyway, coming up to 7, is it? Yes. And they're all fine. There you go. Enjoy that. And yeah, sun's going down, money's going up, almost enough to get in the wine rack, which I'm going to purchase as soon as I can, because otherwise I know what's going to happen. I'm just going to start spending the money on restocking things that we potentially don't necessarily absolutely need, although I'm looking at the boxes of crisps there that are going down, and it may be a bit of a concern. Ultimate Palmer, yeah, that's all good, and we now have enough money to get the... Oh, I'm going to wait, is that legit? Yeah, that is fine. They've got a permanent scowl on, but... can't judge really. 92, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to go back here and over to supplies, equipment, all the way down, wine rack, and it's only 1 generic unit of currency for delivery for what is essentially a big flat pack piece of furniture. So yeah, let's get that assembled, go right into the back of the truck here and pick this up. So we've got this, and we're going to press, is it C? Yeah, it's C to unpack that, and then it'll snap there. Okay, and that's going to be our wine rack, which, well, obviously I need to actually get some wine at some point and sell that off, no problem. Another check of the ID, that's fine as well. And then what time we're on? Oh, this is going to be the last customer. And yeah, they're all good as well, so there you go, enjoy the beers. So total profit is in the minus because obviously we bought that thing over there. And oh look, so pricing is for water has gone up, as well as the cola, which I don't have, and the blonde beer has gone down. So I can go over to pricing here, and let's see, so you can see what I'm selling things at. So RRP is for the dark beer is 2.44, price is 4. I'll be honest, I've kept this as default pretty much since I've started, and I've not really had a problem. I am going to put the water up though, because it is more than what we're selling there. I'll put up the cola because we might as well. The rest of it I'm probably going to keep as is. Yeah, and yeah, the dark beer we probably may need to put that down. But we'll see. Just a little check in the bank here. If you've got any fines, it goes at the bottom, but looks like there's nothing in there. And customization we've talked about. You can change the flooring, you can change the wall colour to pretty much whatever you want. So if you want like a bright green wall, that, to be fair, I don't actually mind that. I like the mirror's edge look where everything is pretty much just white, and then you've got really solid, bold statement colours. That would look quite good. Anyway, you can also change the desktop, but this probably costs money as well. But actually, no, it doesn't. Anyway, right, let's get the store open. Let's get some wine on the shelf, because that's something we are wanting to aim for. It looks to be you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places for wine, and I believe we've got 6 wine available. Let's have a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, indeed. And you get 12 pieces per order. So you got red wine, Madame A. Paris. You got red wine Secret Recipe, red wine Carena, and Catwalks, Musketeer, and Silence. I don't know if that's a reference to anything, because I don't worship at the altar of the grape, so I'm not really. Wine is not my thing. But yeah, there might be someone that knows about that one. Let me just sell all our product there, and job done. And we've actually got enough money to maybe get some wine on the table here. Let's go for order supplies, and I'm going to go with this one on the top right, because basically the price has gone right down. And yeah, well, that's basically as much as we're going to get. And order one in, and it takes just about the right amount of time from going from where you order to here. There's the crate here. And I'm going to place this front and center like so, and the rest of it I'm pretty much going to put on the shelf there. And yeah, let's go ahead and check this ID. That looks all fine. And water, and that's all good. And yeah, that ID is alright. Yeah, okay. And yeah, so we've finally got wine now. Okay, so we definitely need to order some more boxes of crisps and probably a bit more water. I reckon 3 of each. Oh, look, that's going down, and I don't know if I've not got any else. Let me put in these candies there. Let's also go back, and I'm just going to start putting some stuff in the ordering system here. So a couple of these, and how much is that? 51 generic units of currency to get the water, sparkling water, and the potato chips. So that is all good. And no customers are in the building, because that's the end of that chat. Okay, fair enough. See if we can find someone just randomly spawning in. Let's say they tend to... I've seen them sort of come in and out of the doors at random, it seems. No, none there. None there. That's a very shiny door, isn't it? I don't think I've been around here. Any sort of secrets or anything like that? What can we see on the intercom? Nothing. Well, we can. You see, low res is what we can see. We can infinitely just run around because, like I say, we'll get a noise to indicate someone is at the checkout. There's that thing there. We've also got energy drinks here being sold at this vending machine. Like I said, I don't know exactly where this is supposed to be set at, but there you go. Let's. Did someone just? I think someone just went through that there. Okay. Right, we've got a couple of people at the checkout here. This is Elton Hunt, and they're all good. And that's the first wine that we have sold. Danny Mills, enjoy your purchases. And Kathy Hicks, you can also enjoy all of that. And we've got 101 generic units of currency. Wow, okay. Apparently selling wine is really profitable. Let's go with this wine here, and it's 112 to get that. And I'm just going to zip past the customer because we've already sold a couple of bottles, so I can put that on there. And there's that now done. Check this out. And Colin Washington. Well, that picture might be a little old. So no. You noticed. Yes, enjoy the candy. You're legit. And let me go ahead and return the wine back to there. Like I said, that's a standard procedure in the game. So there you go. Let's get back on the checkout here, and Edwin Edwards, unfortunate, and off they go. I think it was 114 if I remember rightly, and I don't remember rightly. We can actually purchase all of the stuff we've reordered here. This is a reorder, and we've got some new wine as well, to be fair. So we've got in these boxes of crisps, which is going to go absolutely nowhere considering the amount we've actually sold. So there you go, that's now gone. And this is new wine, which is going to go on here. And alright, I don't know if there's the same amount. I don't know if you get the same amount on each shelf, and the sort of slanted shelves or the standard ones, but there you go. And there you go, there's all the water as well. So we've had 2 boxes of water and nowhere near come to filling the shelf. There you go. And that's that now sold, and the truck disappears. I wonder where that goes. I wonder if you can follow it, or nah, it phases out. Okay. Oh, there's another person phased out as well. Right, okay, over to here, and there's the water. And this is Amy Harris, and they can enjoy all of that. Floyd Jean, you're legit. Off you go, and enjoy the water as well. So we now have 2 wines. You can't click on the pricing here to change the price. I know a lot of the contemporaries allow that, where you click on here and you alter the price. You just have to do it from, like say, from here. But considering the amount of stock that we've got and you know what we're selling, I've not really had to micro that for any huge amount of time. What's this? We've got Carinera, yeah, and then Madame à Paris. It's what's the vintage on that? 2018, I think it says. Okay, so that is Camille Carson, and yeah, you can take all of that with you. Enjoy. And looks like some more wine here. And June Carter, you're all good. Ronnie Bronte, you're all good as well. And then suit. Yeah, that's all good there, Arnold. Enjoy it. Yeah, okay. 70.7 generic units of currency, halfway to level 11, and we're coming close to the end of the... Oh, what? Ah, I actually accidentally double-clicked, which means it's left-click to accept the ID. But you have to click on them, take the ID, left-click to accept it, right-click to deny it. I accidentally double-clicked there, which is, yeah, what happened, but luckily it was all legit. So, there you go. Looks like the beers are going down. Probably going to get another beer order, but I'm also going to get some more wine as well. Coming close to the end of the day. Looks like we'll just serve beige here, and that's all good. And looks like there's going to be a couple more coming in. This person's still in the pyjamas, and let's see, yeah, we just got some candy, some late night snacking, and let's go for... Okay, so let's do a bit of a restock. I think double beers, some double chips, I think, is the way forward. So we're going to go with crisps, and beers, and how much is that? It's 134 to get that ordered. So there's the end of that. Let me just open the store and start some selling, because, well, we need to get some more money before we can... yeah, fill the rest of this up. But this is your basic moment-to-moment. We've seen it, 1,000 times before. And again, I don't say that in any damning manner. It's just, the sort of nature of the genre in the game. Like I say, the main draw, I think, a lot of these things is that it can be fairly chill for the most part. I think there are some that are sort of laying the track in front of the train type of approach, if you pardon the Wallace and Gromit reference. Oh, Vulcan's back, and let's see. Actually, maybe Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, Cate Blanchett maybe haircut there. Either way, we try not to judge, although we do make our own mini game at some point. And I didn't get that correct. So yes, you checked the document incorrectly. So I think the picture was wrong. Maybe, let's see. I was just sort of in a rush. 200 generic units of currency. Okay, so that is actually I'm not upset that I did that incorrectly, because it's been a bit of a learning game from multiple fronts. Firstly, pay attention to the ID checking, and secondly, and I guess the reason for it, is that it looks like the fine scales exponentially, because the last fine, I've only had one before, was 100. So, yes, Carl Pilkington can have his beers there. Yeah, that was 200 to pay that off. So basically, that's going to wipe out pretty much the entire profit for this day. Oh, joy. Anyway, customer and Patricia, that's all good. No ID needed for that one. I've got 3 days to pay that fine, so quite frankly, I might just not do it until I've got some more of this stuff in here. So I'm going to order that in and restock the shelving, and this all drops down, and we'll get some of these back on the shelf. So just going through standard procedure, there you are, put that in the bin. We've got another one here which is some more crisps, so that's all good, although we've got enough to put on the shelf, which is handy. I don't think it's going to be the case for the beers. I was going to say, no pun intended, beers, cases, etc., but wasn't really a pun, to be honest. Anyway, let's just move on and fill all of the cooler up here, and there's that done. I thought it would be cellar temperature rather than chilled, but there you go. Adam Crawford, looks to be a legit ID, but we've seen how fairly poor I am at checking those. Do we have full sweet treats here? No, we don't, so we can fill that one up, and at the bottom, and then that's all good, and we get rid of it. So yeah, we will probably finish off today, and maybe do you want to get some more wine? I mean, we've got 2 wines out of the several that's available. Yeah, you're good, and off they go. I think one of the more interesting bits for the game is this one over here, which is where, as I said, you have to put the kegs in the back. As far as I can tell, I've not actually unlocked it, but from the store page, you can see like the back office there, and where they're sort of connected up and such. And then I think customers can like sort of get their own glassy beer, as it were. But I'm not sure where it is in the unlock tree. Is it on here? So you got self-checkout. Allows customers to self-checkout counters. I've had customers in there again. That's twice now. Draft beer allows to start selling draft beer, which is, wow, 5,000 generic units of currency. Yeah, it's going to take a while, isn't it, for me to get that, considering the amount of money that we don't make. So, yeah. Okay. Well, we've got I was going to say not much left time-wise, but it's only just gone 4. So let's see if we can climb this ladder, and that is... Oh, yeah, you can. You can. I don't know if this was intentional, but no, I can say we can do a bit of parkour. We can not get on the window ledge. There you go. Didn't think there'd be any reason why we could do that, but yeah, lots of potential customers coming through. We haven't run any advertisements, and you should stock more white wine musketeer. To be fair, we only sell red wine at the moment, so they have a valid point, and I might go with, there's catwalks, there's musketeer, and then there's silence. You know what, I will actually put musketeer on there because it is currently a bit of a discount, and I will purchase that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it from the red wine. Ideally you would want another set of shelves, but you know, money's hard to come by. What I'll do is I'll put it on this one here, and I'm not going to put it further down. Yeah, I'll put it there, so you've got sort of these 2 with red wine and the bottom 3 with white potentially. Anyway, let's check this ID. Becky Clark, that seems to be legit. We've got Victoria Baker, that also seems to be legit. And we've got Johnny Bruce, again legit, enjoy the wine. And yeah, I have to be conscious that that's Steve Carr, that's all good as well. I have to be conscious that basically we're going to have, yeah, we're going to have in some money flow issues, I think, because I need to pay off that debt at some point, that fine. So, and obviously if I rock up another one, that's going to be all kinds of bad. I'm about halfway there though, actually, and we've still got another couple of in-game hours to sell some stuff. So yeah, we're not going to get there today unless someone comes in and just purchases the entire complete rack of wine or empties the cooler. But still, this person is buying water. Yeah, that's not going to pay the bills, is it? So I mean, you could, you know, it's very close to just generic convenience store, you know, with all of the snacks and things like that and the water, but obviously it focuses a lot on the beers. And then I think this one here, with the whole sort of draft beers, is, you know, one of the more unique angles, although it seems a bit of a misstep to get it behind such a really large barrier to entry, not to have that from very early on, it being sort of a very noteworthy part of the game, I think, that you're not actually going to see until probably very, very late game. Although, again, I've not put hundreds of hours into this thing, so who knows. Your mileage obviously may vary. Looks like the customer's going to grab a wine. I don't think I've ever seen a customer go up and just go, that's too expensive. I don't think I've seen that. Not that I've been paying a huge amount of, attention when it comes to that and letting the customers do their own thing. Don't think there's a sort of shoplifting system in the game. I'm going to assume, perhaps wrongly, that there isn't. And Gloria Kimberly, that is all legit. And there you go, results for the day. So we'll say, okay, we've got, the white wine silence went down and water's gone up. So I will check the water pricing. So prices, we're going to go for water is now 260, so I'm going to set that to 3. I nearly typed in 300 there. Can you just type in 300? Yep, you really can, and that would probably not sell. Although if someone does buy it, then you'd be questioning what's going on there. We see the cola's gone down. I'm just going to set that just in case we end up buying it, and I don't want to be underselling it or anything like that. Sparkling water we probably could put up. Put up to 3, why not? Just see what happens there. And all that is pretty good. Wow, look at that. The white wine silence has gone down to 18.93, and standard pricing is 2. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Liquor Store Simulator. I think you're picking up what the game is putting down. It's not overly difficult in terms of, you know, the what you're going to sort of expect from the genre. It doesn't deviate a lot from that. In fact, if anything, it does sort of chip a couple of the corners off. So when you're on the checkout or the register, you don't have to type in the prices. You don't have to take in coins and give change. You don't have to scan cards. It's sort of the uniqueness of it is the checking of the ID, which, you know, I've got wrong a couple of times. Obviously, the theme is you sort of liquor store, but you can sell other things like the water and the crisps and things like that. But yeah, overall, obviously, it's fairly chill, and if you like the sort of idea of it, then by all means, check the link out in the description. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and by all means, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.